is the new Black Panther in Wakanda Forever? What a weekend of nerdy news, folks. The Marvel Studios panel at San Diego Comic-Con took us from a Kang watch to a Kang dynasty. It gave us a look into the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And while we have plenty to say about phases 5 and 6 of the MCU, we're still reeling from that emotional roller coaster that was the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. While our deep dive breakdown is coming out later this week, we wanted to explore the most burning question in that trailer. Who is the new Black Panther? We see a brief moment of someone in a familiar looking costume, and this has set the internet ablaze with speculation. We have some theories about who the likeliest suspects are, and we're going to break it all down for you in just a moment. Now, if we're right about this could be considered a spoiler, and if you want to go into this movie knowing nothing at all, make like Shuri and just walk away before you get a little too salty.
Shuri!
Sorry, mother.
Okay, let's get into it, shall we? The breathtaking trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever sets the stage for an emotional tale about a nation dealing with the loss of a hero and a leader. But the battle for Wakanda's future is far from over thanks to the arrival of Namor the Submariner and the Atlantean forces. This is one of the most powerful storylines from the comics, and the bitter rivalry between Namor and T'Challa is one that many fans were ardently looking forward to. Sadly, though, with the real-life tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, plans for that particular storyline have to evolve and change. And director Ryan Coogler is ensuring that someone else will in fact don the mantle of Black Panther in this movie. The final shot of the trailer teases a battle between Namor and a mystery person wearing a Black Panther suit amid fiery wreckage on a beach. Now, so far, the only question that can truly be answered about this shot is it cake? Well, the answer is yes. Yes, it is. But to whom does said cake belong? Well, that's what we're going to find out right now. Here are the top suspects from least likely to most likely. M'Baku. Wakanda's resident towering beef castle was an instant fan favorite after his debut in Black Panther. Many expect the Jabari tribe's leader to step up and help fill the heroic void left behind by T'Challa, especially after surviving the snap and helping defend the planet in Avengers Endgame. But if you think those thighs belong to Winston Duke, you need to get your eyes checked before you leave the house wearing footwear like T'Challa.
The real question is, what are those?
Killmonger. Now, fans were speculating about Killmonger's return given the similarities to his golden Jaguar suit in this particular shot. While Eric Killmonger has returned to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in What If, his death in the finale of Black Panther was one of the most powerful moments of the entire movie. Now, if Michael B. Jordan does return for this film, most likely it would happen in the ancestral plane for whoever becomes the new Black Panther. Of course, with this being the multiverse saga, we could see Killmonger rejoin the 616 or 19999 at some point down the line, but that is not him in this particular shot. Okoye. As the leader of the Dora Milaje, Okoye certainly has the skills to pay the bills, and she has gone up against galaxy-level threats before in Infinity War and Endgame. She absolutely has what it takes to be the Black Panther, but the problem is that she is already iconic in her own right. With rumors of Okoye getting her own Disney Plus spin-off series, it seems unlikely that she would abandon that mantle anytime soon. So expect to see her kicking ass and taking names, but in a costume that you already know and love. Ramonda. This theory, which I first spotted via the hilarious and insightful Jay Washington, suggests that the Black Panther we see here is actually Ramonda, the Queen of Wakanda. The idea is that during the blip, Ramonda had to step up as Wakanda's defender. Considering that T'Challa and Shuri were both blipped, it certainly aligns with her speech about losing her family in the trailer. As for Namor, he's one of the most famously arrogant characters in all of Marvel Comics, so maybe she sent him packing and now he's back for revenge this time around. We see flashbacks of Namor in his youth in this trailer, so clearly his enmity with the surface world is pretty long-standing. With that said, this theory kind of feels like a bigger stretch than Reed Richards, but it's cool to ponder nevertheless. Nakia. Our next suspect is one who has an elite skill set as an international woman of mystery and close ties to both T'Challa and the Wakandan royal family. Over the years, Nakia has shown herself to be an expert in multiple forms of combat, taking down Claw's goons in Busan and even standing up to Killmonger when he was jacked up on the heart-shaped herb. Now, in the comics, she winds up becoming the villain known as Malice, but somehow I don't see that happening in the MCU anytime soon. Rather, Nakia could potentially take on a role that makes use of her super spy experience and combat prowess, albeit in a much more public way. Shuri. Last but not least, we come to the likeliest suspect of all, T'Challa's sister and Wakanda's resident super genius, Shuri. Not only was Shuri instrumental in upgrading T'Challa's suit and equipment, but she canonically becomes the next Black Panther in the comics. The film's first trailer puts a major focus on legacy and how we carry on in the face of tragedy. Shuri has proven time and time again that she can step up in the face of crisis and is not afraid to fight for what she believes in. With her brother gone, she will likely want to carry on the family legacy to protect Wakanda both technologically with her inventions and physically as the new Black Panther. Now, adding further fuel to this fire is the film's poster, which bears a striking resemblance to Shuri's costume from the comics. There's also a nice moment in the trailer where Shuri high-fives Riri Williams in a manner that echoes a similar moment between Shuri and T'Challa and the original Black Panther. While this isn't a poem like Star Wars, it is a nice emotional through line with Shuri potentially passing the technological torch to a new generation while stepping into a new role herself. It's also worth noting that Marvel Comics is releasing a limited series called Wakanda this October. It explores what Wakanda is like in the absence of T'Challa. In addition to a story specifically about Shuri and her history as a Black Panther by Stephanie Williams and Paco Medina, each issue will also focus on others that have donned the mantle of Black Panther over the years. And given the focus on Black Panthers plural in that comic, maybe we could see Shuri don the mantle just for this movie and then we get another Black Panther down the line. It's still too early to tell, but as far as Wakanda Forever is concerned, our money is firmly on Shuri for the time being. Anyway, folks, there you have it. Those are our best theories about who could actually be inside the suit as the new Black Panther in Wakanda Forever. We'll keep you up to date on all things Black Panther as we count down the days until the film's release this November. In the meantime, if you're jonesing for even more MCU goodness, make sure you check out all of our breakdowns over on Nerdist.com. For now, though, tell us, what do you think of these theories? Who do you think is the new Black Panther? Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, make sure you stay tuned to Nerdist.com.